Look, right, yeah. Look, Rob, I don't think Jack is going to want to give up the morning show anytime soon. I think you're just stuck doing afternoons. What are you going to do? At least it's a paying gig on a decent station. You want to do mornings? Well, I think you're just going to have to forget about it for at least the time being. Or, you could push Jack off a cliff, I guess, but just joking. Okay, Rob, take it easy. Bye. Oh, sorry about that. I'm just giving some advice to some local radio people. How you doing? Hi. It's Dave TV here on DCRTV.com for the, what is today? Today is the 5th of April, 1992. No, 5th of April, 2001. And, okay, I wanted to show you something here before we get started. I was catching the cable TV the other day, and I noticed this movie was on. Let's see if I can get this damn thing to play. Play, you dumb thing. Play. There we go. Look at this here. This is a State of Play with Russell Crowe and Ben Affleck. And look who that is. Sitting, they're having a government hearing, and look who's sitting. Look who's sitting right next to Ben Affleck. Yes, that's the great Frank Herzog. Frank is a longtime Washington sportscaster, newsman too, who does a lot of little bit parts in movies, and he's been in about a dozen, maybe half a dozen movies, and you'll all of a sudden see him in the background in these movies. It's very cool. Frank used to work at Channel 7 and there he is, there's a close-up of him, Channel 7 and Channel 9. And then he did WTOP radio anchoring for a while. And then he, I believe, retired last summer. Oh, poor old Ben there. Poor Ben. Ben's a nice guy, but I don't think he's a great actor. Not like Matt Damon. Like his buddy Matt Damon was or is. I've been enjoying watching Matt Damon on 30 Rock. I think that's pretty cool. Anyhow, so that's that. What else do we got here for you today? Let's see. WTOP anchor to have brain surgery. There's Hillary Howard. We told you last week that Hillary was going in a Baltimore hospital, I believe Johns Hopkins, to have surgery. It takes the Post a couple days to get around to getting the news, but eventually they go. 4 or 5 days later, they get it. the reliable source gals, they'll get the stuff eventually and rewrite it from somebody else and slap it in their section there. So anyhow, she's having surgery today. We're all praying for Hillary. She's a wonderful person. We all love her deeply, and we all are sure everything will go fine. So, Hillary, all the best to you, and hopefully she'll be back on WTOP where she does the afternoon anchoring real soon. Now, Hillary's been on a lot of different stations over the years, but that's that. Oh, interesting thing. Another thing in today's Post, in Atlantic City, casino profits are off 28%. See that right there? Dave Hughes. Dave Hughes is the Chief Financial Officer for Trump Entertainment Resorts. I only wish I was. I sure would be making a lot more money than I'm making here. What's the big news today? Let's pull up some radio ratings for, let's see, what do we got here? I'm going to give you some 2554 numbers. Just a quick thumbnail sketch. I've got the 12-plus radio ratings on there today on my site, DCRTV.com. So you can look at those. It's in print there on the front page, DCRTV.com. But we're going to look at some of the numbers. These are just the second week of March 2011. And what do we got here? We got WTOP first place. What do you expect? WTOP's afternoon drive, morning drive, first place. What do you expect? Wash is second place. This is the 2554 money demo. Lou and Laurie are third place in the mornings. WHUR is third place overall. WIHT Hot 99.5 fourth place overall with Kane in fifth place. So that's pretty good. MZQ fifth place overall with Boxer in sixth place, which is also very good. MMJ is tied for fifth. DC 101, seventh place, and Elliott in the 2554 demos is second. So that's really good for Elliott. KYS, ninth place. RQX, Mix 107.3, 10th place with Jack Diamond in eighth. And Carson in 8th. So they're holding 8th place in both drive times. PGC is doing a little better. They're up to 11th place with Big Tigger at 15th. Fresh is at 12th place. WBig is 12th place, tied. Praise 104 is 14th place. El Zol, 15th place. JFK, 16th place, with the Junkies in 9th place in the 25-54 demo, with Arrington and what's his name also in 9th place in afternoon drive. GTS, Christian Contemporary, is 17th place. Sports Talk 980 is 18th place, with Zabin in 15th in afternoon drive. WTA FM 19th place. Country Powerhouse out of Fredericksburg, FLS, is 20th place. 105.9 The Edge in 21st. And poor old WMAL limping in at 22nd place. 22nd place. The Morning Majority, 21st place. Rush is getting 22nd place. And Hannity's getting 21st place. You know, when you look at WMAL's ratings in the 12-plus numbers, they do a little better. But when you break it down to 18 to 34 or 25 to 54, they really do stinko. And you know why? That's because probably 75% of their audience is older than 55. 75% of their audience is older than 55. That ain't good news. You know, advertisers, a few advertisers may want to reach the over 55 bracket, if you're selling dentures or cemetery plots or ED pills, but vast majority of advertisers want the younger demos, and MAL just ain't doing it. I'll tell you, MAL, one of these days it's going to have to give up and go to FM. It's just going to have to do it, and they're going to have to make a major programming change. They're going to have to get that morning show kicked into gear. I like Brian Neiman, and I like Mary Walter, and I like some of the co-hosts there, but they need to settle down and develop a morning show. They haven't done it. It's just kind of lagging along here. I don't know what they're doing. They need to do something. And they need to get an afternoon drive show, a local afternoon drive show. Sean Hannity just doesn't cut it. Sean Hannity, whether you like him or not, he's overexposed. He's all over Fox News. People don't want to see more of him. Or hear more of him. He's the same rattling all the time. Man, tired of it. Okay, folks, let's see. Any other big news to report today? The radio ratings. Nick Cannon, he's got a countdown show that's going to be coming to PGC. Nick does the morning drive at CBS's Now 92.3 up in New York, WXRK, which is a contemporary hit station. And so his show is going to be syndicated on dozens of stations around the country, including PGC. So there. So that's cool. What the heck? Wow. The head of the Discovery Communications, Mr. David Zaslav, took in close to $43 million in total compensation last year, nearly 4 times. That's 400% what he did the previous year. Well, party hardy there over at Discovery Communications, because someday the whole cable TV thing's going to come crashing down when people start realizing, hey, we don't need cable TV anymore to get all these channels. Lois Romano leaves the Washington Post after 30 years to join a number of posties who have gone to the Daily Beast site, including old Howie Kurtz. So, the Post is losing more big names, just leaving. I don't know. I don't know if that's a good thing, but it can't be a good thing. All right, folks, that's Dave TV for today, the 5th of April. You have a good one, and don't forget to stay tuned.